Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back. It is Sunday, man. We're getting ready for the new week. It is Sunday, March 15th. Bitcoin showing some pretty good strength here this weekend, hanging in there. We were very, very interested to see what would happen after a very strong week for Bitcoin, where we have been kind of slowly grinding upwards since Monday of last week on Bitcoin. And now the big question is, can we turn $74,000 into support? That's the big question. We've had two opportunities to do it. We've had two chances to make Bitcoin at 74K and flip it into support. We have not been able to accomplish this. And personally, I still believe we're in a bear market. Not afraid to say it. Don't really care what people say. I'm blocking out the noise. It doesn't mean I'm bearish. It doesn't mean I'm fudding. It doesn't mean any of that. It means I'm being realistic. And I'm giving you guys my honest take. Are we getting a little bit of pop here from 60,000? Yes. Is there an outside chance that 60K could be our bottom? Yes. Do I think there's more of a chance we go a little bit lower than 60K at some point this cycle? I am leaning toward yes. However, you guys know I bought in early February five different times on February 5th or 6th, whatever that day was when we came down, because we're not going to try to time the bottom. I mean, it's impossible to do that. But I'm also not going all in with all my capital either. So there's a bunch of stuff I want to get into for sure, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Go ahead and smash the like button if you haven't already. If you're on stream with us, hit the like button, subscribe to the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow on X if you're watching over there. Let me make sure we are live over there as well. I think we are, yeah. Awesome. We are live over there on X as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I do appreciate everybody being here, and we're going to get into it, man. I want to see who's in the chat. Let us know where you guys are coming in from. And definitely want to know where you guys are at, what you're thinking today. But BitTensor TAO, man. How about BitTensor TAO? Look at this breakout that we've got on BitTensor on the daily. Our indicator that we used had the momentum up right here on this daily close at 203. Since we got that daily close, we're up 36% on the price breakout. Been talking about BitTensor for a long time. I've been owning it for a long time. We talked about it in early February. BitTensor TAO price analysis after holding the 140 demand zone. TAO is targeting overhead liquidity. This was back on February the 15th. Our targets back then were $240, $268. And if we broke out from there, look out. Well, guess what happened? We broke out from those levels. We are well above those levels now. 276 on BitTensor TAO now, up 70% in the last month. It's definitely one of the strongest plays in all of the altcoin space right now. It's just cracked into the top 30. So it has been Hyperliquid show throughout this bear market as well. We gotta give Hyperliquid the love that it deserves. Up 18% in the last month. If you zoom out over the last year, up 156%. Hyperliquid has been unbelievable in terms of the strength that it's shown since it came down to around $20, I believe in January. Yeah, late January. We have been on the up and up since then. It is now a top 10 crypto. That's right. Hyperliquid has flipped Cardano in market cap. And we definitely saw this one coming eventually, right? I mean, I think everybody would have said eventually Hyperliquid is going to get into the top 10. Their business model's flawless. Their burn and buyback system works. People are trading crude oil over there in massive quantities. You've got people in DeFi going to Hyperliquid. You've got people in TradFi going to Hyperliquid. A lot of great things happening over there at Hyperliquid, and it has continued to be a very interesting play. I bought for the first time. Some would say I was a little late to the game, but now looking at it, maybe not really. I first bought into Hyperliquid not that long ago at $29 on spot. And so I'm excited, man, to see what happens. Let's see who's in the chat. We got a lot to get to, man. We got to talk about the TAO price breakout. Is Bitcoin going to finally get above 74K? Are we still in the bear market? What does the structure look like? A lot of big questions here as well. When Pump, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hopefully we're doing well. Let me know, guys, if you are new subscribers to the channel. Always curious to kind of see who's here, who's been here. I see some familiar faces already as well. Great to have everybody. What's up, Chipper? How you doing, man? Can we talk about Fetch AI too, please? Sure, we could talk a little bit about it. I kind of left Fetch to the side with all of the stuff that happened. I don't exactly know how it all went down, but it just seemed weird to me, man. It just seemed weird to me with all of that chaos that ensued recently. Boca, what's up, man? What are we talking about? Oromo? What the hell is that, bro? Hate Apple autocorrect. Wait a minute. What happened? I'm lost. I don't know what you guys are talking about in the chat. Sean is coming in from Greenville, South Carolina, doing fantastic. What's up, Sean? How you doing, bro? Hey, what's up, Zach? Hope you're having a great day, sir. Yeah, man, off to a good start. Woke up this morning, got a few hours of work in, and then said, you know what? Let's go live, man. Let's fire it up. Let's go live. So yeah, man, it's been good. Great weekend, honestly. Spent some time with some family, some friends, celebrated a little St. Patrick's Day, got myself a Reuben yesterday, had a couple Guinnesses. So that wasn't bad, man. We'll take that all day. Nah, we're not posting any stuff in here, man. I got to ban you now. We're not doing that. I'll put you in timeout first. We're not doing that. Don't be posting BS in the comments here. Chipper, what's going on, man? Please don't. Yeah, thank you, Boca. Appreciate you, bro. Boca's on it. He's one of my admins here in the chat. He'll tell you. What's up, JM? I never know what to call you, bro. Is it Classy? Is it JM Crypto now? Is it Jesus? You got a ton of different nicknames, man. Hello from Sweden. What's going on, man? I was posting something, Zach, and Apple changed my words. Oh, I got you, bro. Happy Sunday from Chicago. What's going on, man? Near Protocol, crypto coin. What's your take? I like Near. BitTensor, TAO, and Near. I like both of them in the AI sector, probably more than any of the other plays. Now, we're getting a decent amount of capital flowing into AI, kind of quietly. So obviously, BitTensor TAO's doing its thing, right? That thing's been rocking and rolling here over the last month, up 70%. But Render has also performed pretty well over the last month. It's up 32+%. So that was pretty solid. I noticed on Coinbase, you can't move it or something. Like it's not compatible anymore on Coinbase to move, render, or buy it. Or I think you could buy it, but you can't sell it or you can't transfer it. Somebody was telling me that the other day. But anyway, Render's up a little bit. I do see FET is up a little bit. It's kind of trailing the BitTensor TAO trade. This does look kind of interesting just from a trading standpoint, considering we're way down. Volume has picked up dramatically. These are kind of some of the beta plays that are starting to move underneath BitTensor. So this isn't a bad place to look for some intermediary trades on the AI sector. And Near had a decent run as well somewhat recently. You can see it's still up 30% in the last month. Still looks really strong, but it's still way down from all-time highs. At one point, not that long ago, Near Protocol was under $1. I do like Near. I own BitTensor and Near long term, but I'm looking to maybe trade some of the other AI sector as well. So actually, let's go ahead and look at the AI sector. I'm curious. what's going on over here. We do have some movement. Virtuals protocols moving. Super Intelligence Alliance, obviously up 10+% as well. Let's go ahead and sort this out by biggest gainers. Cubic has been moving too. This thing has been crushed, but this thing has been moving 85% up in the last month. So there's definitely some beta plays. Here you go, up 11% in the last 24 hours. There's definitely some beta plays here in the AI sector for sure. Now, they're not getting back near all-time highs or anything. I mean, these could be intermediary plays. You know, you could be taking some leverage plays if you're a trader. I've been trading a lot more this cycle, this bear market, than I ever have in my entire life. I've honestly been trading more in general, even when we were in a good environment in the market, more than I've ever traded. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, you know, how do you kind of start, you know, with trading? How do you kind of get in the game? You know, what I did was, and I'll tell a lot of people this, you know, paper trading for a while is not a bad idea. Paper trading, just trading not with real money. A lot of people were like, well, that's no fun, but yeah, you don't lose your ass either. You know, when you're just starting out, I did that for a couple months, started to form kind of my method that I was going to, you know, take to trading. And when I'm on leverage, you know, when we look at if you're on high margin, you know, if I'm like doing a 200x leverage trade, I'm not doing a lot of money. If I'm doing a 5x, I'm doing a lot more money. So the lower the margin, the higher the dollar amount. And the higher the margin, the lower the dollar amount. The lower the margin, the higher the dollar amount, right? More money goes into like the 5x, 10x trades than like you'll see me do 200x trades sometimes, which can be very fruitful with a small amount of money, by the way. But when it doesn't go your way, which happens, you don't get completely wiped out, right? I'm doing a lot of my trading on BidFi. You know, I've got 160 people trading with me. We've done some pretty good volume over the last 30 days, honestly, all things considered. 13 million in volume over on BidFi, not bad in a bear market. I've been trading a lot more, posting over in my Discord some of my plays. I been actively trading Bitcoin, honestly, more so than anything. And you guys know I'm long-term bullish on BTC. You know, I own it spot. I buy and hold. I've been buying a little bit of BTC every day since April of 2022. And I buy it in bulk when we get down into the, you know, very fearful zones like we did in early February. I bought four different times when it came down to 60K that day. Just again, just kind of DCAing my way down. But right now, just kind of holding the line, man, being patient with Bitcoin in terms of the bulk buys just to see what we do here. You know, I'm allocated, but I've got some money on the sidelines. I'm taking some trading opportunities. I'm watching BitTenzer TAO go up, which is nice because I own a good sized spot bag in BitTenzer. The whole privacy narrative is not going to go away either. Zcash is hanging in there. I think Zcash and Monero will have another run. I think we mentioned the AI play. Hyperliquid has obviously done its thing. I'm waiting for Aster to kind of make its big move. I think Aster is going to have a big move in it. I don't think CZ and Binance are just going to sit there and let, you know, Hyperliquid steal the show. And a lot of people were like, well, you got to pick one. You know, are you going to go in on Aster? Are you going to go in on Hyperliquid? I'll be in on both, guys. I'll be in on both because I think, like we see in the privacy kind of sector, we saw Zcash go on a crazy run. Then we saw Monero go on a crazy run. And so, you know, I think, you know, we see it in smart contracts. The money kind of shuffles around and goes into the top titans eventually, right? And so we'll kind of, again, play that out and catch that wave. So we only have one repost on our live stream on X, guys. If you're watching on X, I mean, a bunch of people here tuning in, give us a bunch of reposts on our live stream on X. If you're over on YouTube, you guys know what to do. Like the stream, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody. Let's see what we got here. Near Protocol Crypto Coin, what's your take? All right, so we can dive into it a little deeper. I like it quite a bit. By the way, the S&P 500, we've been watching the S&P 500 slowly topple over here for a little while. We're like clinging to this final line of support. I think this was from back in November. Yeah, back in late November. So we'll see what happens to the SPY when things open up on Monday. But Bitcoin and crypto have held in there this weekend pretty solidly, honestly. It's good to see. Honestly, usually we get a lot of low volume weekends. But in terms of near protocol, it's been a little slower moving from the bottom, from our local bottoms. You know, we came down here under $1, which was really crazy, man. I mean, this was a great opportunity to scoop up near, and you had this opportunity in late February, more recently, and then look at the candle that came back on the daily, back up to 125. Huge candle up, another huge candle up, and now it looks like we're kind of flagging out here a little bit. I do think near sometimes is like the beta play to BitTens or TAO, meaning after TAO runs, you get some spillover into near. I'm looking, you know, if we can break this shelf at 150, I think we can go up and test that 184, 190 zone on BitTens or on near protocol. But long-term play for me on BitTensor and near. So I do like both of these plays in the AI sector. Doing some Guinness tonight, Sean. There you go, bro. Murad's coming in from Sweden. Nice. Chipper's a good guy. If you want to add him as a moderator, yeah, we can do that, man. I've got to. Do you have access to do that, Boca? It'd be nice if you. I don't know if I have to go in. I almost have to go in as a user. It's stupid how they do that. I have to go in as a user and add them on there. No, man, Hyperliquid is not CZ's deal. No. It's the largest perp dex. Aster is CZ's deal. This one. Yeah, Aster is his deal. I bought it at 60 cents and a little bit under 60 when it first came out, and more recently when we dipped down to 40 cents, I bought it at like 55. So like my average cost like 58 cents on Aster. I own a good size bag, top 40 crypto, under 2 billion. I think they're going to run it up, man. I think they're going to run it up. I do. I think they're going to run it up eventually. And the other thing is they have the ability, I think, to port a lot of people over from BNB, the centralized exchange side. And so like they almost like already have the market. It's just how do you now want to attack it, right? It's not like they got to go create an appetite for this. We know perp dexes are huge. Hyperliquid has been massively successful. They own about 60 to 65% of the market share right now, Hyperliquid. So I think they'll continue to be the leader and the winner here. However, I think Aster is going to get some of that road, you know, some of that love too. And I think they're going to perform pretty well. I do think they're going to do pretty well. So we'll see, man. People are loving TAO. I'll tell you that, man. I'm so happy I've just been holding the line on BitTensor. There's no reason, man, to not like it. It's held up extremely well too. If we go over to look at the TAO chart, I mean, yeah, like our all-time high was like up there at like 700, something like that. But let's zoom into the monthly here, and I'll show you what I mean on BitTensor. Like to me, this is a clear structural shift. Certainly, we had the downturn. This isn't really a good. We need more data. Which BitGet's probably had it out longer. There you go. So March 2025, we came down to these levels. We got a little bit lower this go around on the weeklies. Came down to like 150, and I was loading up under 150, man. And I owned it underneath $100 from way back when. You got to go back into 2023. I was buying it on this run up just before it broke through $100. But I mean, if you look at this structurally chart, I mean, it's kind of hung in there, right? It hasn't broke these main lines of support all that much, right? Like came down here, certainly on 1010, we wicked down. Like that 150 bar was like a very good spot for BitTenzer. And we're bouncing, man. We're showing a ton of strength for a third time off these kind of lows, right? It's held in there really well, man. I mean, all-time high, $724. We're 63% off it. A lot of these altcoins still are 95% down from their all-time high and showing no relative strength. We always want to find out which cryptos are showing strength in the bear markets. And, it's been hyper liquid and now more recently BitTenzer TAO. These are two that we've been talking about for a while. We've really consolidated a lot of our holdings. I'm starting to look at Ethereum and wonder, man, is it even worth holding a ton of it? I've held on to a lot of it for a long time. I did rotate some of my ETH into Hyperliquid at $29. And now I'm wondering, do I move more of my Ethereum into some other assets here? I still own Ethereum. Obviously, Bitcoin's my largest holding right now, about 70% of my overall crypto exposures in Bitcoin. And I slowly got to that level, man, just seeing that altcoins underperformed significantly this past cycle. And I was like, you know what? I'm not playing this game anymore. I'll trade altcoins. I'll move my capital around when things become clear. I'll ride the wave, but I'm not sitting here idle in some of these altcoins, man, and just waiting and watching my capital do nothing. I'm going to be more active. I'm going to get into a Bitcoin position and I'm going to be active. And so, I own Ethereum, I own Solana. I think Solana still has a big run up on it still, but I mean, I want to own more Hyperliquid than each of those right now, honestly. I still own some XRP. I did well on my XRP trade from 50 cents to $3. But guys, can we all agree about XRP? Like, these people are asinine. These people who put out these stupid, ridiculous price targets, they're not helping people, man. They're not helping people. Like these people who said XRP was going to $100 by the end of the year last year. Are you out of your damn mind? Are you out of your damn mind? That was never going to happen, bro. Listen, I own some XRP. I think it's got some great potential. But my price target is like $8 to $10. Much more realistic. And I worry about XRP a little bit more today. I worry about it because of stable coins. I worry about it because they have great technology, but what's stopping the powers that be and the institutions that are coming into this market now? What's stopping them from just building their own systems? And in terms of cross-border payments, why XRP over stablecoins? Right? It becomes I don't know. It becomes a big question to me, and there's always risks, right? And you got to be real with yourself with the risks that you want to take in these markets. And I think sometimes when people get so locked into an idea, they fail to look at the other side of the coin. Because I don't care what it is you're invested in crypto or stocks for that matter. Any investment has risks. Any investment has risks. And you got to be real with yourself. What are those risks to you and what do they mean in terms of how much you want to hold? People will say, just own, this amount of this coin and you're going to be rich and wealthy. Like, not really, man. That's not how it works. If it were that easy, everybody would just own, a tenth of a Bitcoin or 1,000 XRP or 1 Ethereum, or just own 10 Solana and you're going to be a multi-gazillionaire. It's like, you know, but hey, you know what? You've got to sleep at night. Whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess. Did I long TAO? No, I'm just owning its spot, man. I wish I would have taken a leverage long here. But I kind of missed it, man. I missed the breakout. I checked out a little bit, and I'm not going to chase it now. I'm not going to chase the long now. But I own its spot, so I'm enjoying the run up, man. I'm enjoying the run up on BitTensor for sure. I'm on my iPad Chipper. I've not looked at Studio. Okay, Chipper, I think I'd have to. I don't know how I can do it, man, to be honest with you. Because I'm on my StreamYard software, man, but eventually I'll go on there and make you an admin eventually. It does help having some folks. I don't know if I can do it in YouTube Studio on my back end. I almost have to go in and look at it as a viewer and then do it that way, which I don't want to do that right now. It's going to screw up the stream. Vitalik selling his last straw. Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating too, right? On Ethereum. Boca said he has zero XRP worry. See, but Boca, you're big on XRP, but you're not one of these people who think it's going to $1,000 tomorrow or $100 by the end of the year, are you? Like, what are your realistic targets? Anybody in chat who owns XRP, what are your realistic targets? Like, what's your end of 2026 price prediction? Like, or what's your goal here? Like, how long do you want to own it? Do you want to own XRP until the end of the decade? Like, what? I'm curious. And if people want to weigh in, like, what their strategy is with altcoins in general, I think we can actually use it as like a big learning lesson. I'm very curious. Give me your guys's like thesis on what you're trying to do. Like, what's your play here in crypto? Why are you here? I'm curious. I actually really want to see like what people say about this. And we'll go through some of these. We'll go through some of these because if you drop into the comments, why you're here, what are you doing, what are your goals? I'm curious to see what people say. Boca said if a stable coin's built on Ethereum, it moves at the speed of Ethereum. That's simple math. I'm watching Hype, man. Hype's getting ready, I think, to make another big move, guys. Look out for $42 Hype. $42 Hype, I think, is coming. We're going to come up and test these waters right here on Hyperliquid, I think, this upcoming week. We'll see. But that's my take right now. But I kind of want to watch this Hyperliquid in real time, man. At least on the 5-minute. Let's see what it's cooking up here. But I'm curious, man, to get some people's thoughts. I think BitTensor is going to still print here for a little while. Let's see. Zach, you mean Van Buren? Yeah, Van Buren. Yeah, Michael DeFi was saying Van Buren. All right, so Mr. Pearson said $5 to $7. I'm guessing that's your XRP price target. Is that your XRP price target? $4 to $5 if we get movement. See, these are realistic. I like that. $50 by 2035. $50 by 2035. See, now that's not crazy. I mean, that's obviously extremely bullish. But here, let's run the numbers. Let's run the numbers. All right. A $50 XRP has XRP at a market cap of 3.1 trillion. Now, that is bigger than the entire market cap of crypto right now. One XRP would be $50. It's an upside. This is a 34x. Now, all of crypto right now, the entire market as a whole is 2.43 trillion. Okay. And so obviously you're thinking XRP is going to become probably the number 2 coin to Bitcoin, like in this thesis. In this thesis you're laying out, if XRP got to these levels, I would imagine that it's the number 2 coin next to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, I don't know, $700,000. This overall market is probably upwards to 20 trillion, 15 to 20 trillion. And in that world, I think, sure. I mean, that's still a high conviction play, but I mean, it's 2026, so you've got 9 years. I mean, that is somewhat possible. But these people who say it's going to 100, I mean, guys, there were people saying in October of last year, in 2 months, XRP will be $100. It's like, and people are taking these people seriously. Like, how can you take these people seriously? The math ain't mathin'. I'm in talks with Jay Claver because I genuinely want to get him on. And so he said he's willing to come on. We're trying to set up a time, and we'll have a friendly debate. We'll have a friendly conversation about it. And again, I'm not a guy. You guys know me. Like, I'm not somebody to just like, pick a fight or like. I think people can genuinely glean from a good conversation around it. You did think it would hit $27 last year. October 10th was a huge hit. I see. I think that's crazy, Boca. With all respect, man. I think it's crazy. How is it going to hit $27? 10 to 15 max? On what time frame are you guys looking at here? Okay, so price targets are 10, 15, 20 on what time frame? I'm not really into ICP, man. You can't be into everything. I just it doesn't do it for me. Honestly, bro. It doesn't do it for me. I'd much rather be in BitTens or TAO. And I mean, obviously it's easy to say that because it's up 18% today, but I mean, I've been saying that for a long time. I've been in BitTensor for a while and have not been in ICP. So BitTensor and Near are my AI plays, man. Those are my AI plays. Straight up. So that's where I'm at, man. Bro, there is nobody left in retail crypto on YouTube, man, anymore. It's crazy to me. They all left. I mean, I know eventually they'll come back. I mean, it's crypto, but it's just crazy, man. The sentiment right now is so low, but it makes me so bullish. It's so crazy. Like my YouTube can't it's just stuck at 205,000 subscribers. If you guys want to help me push to 206, that'd be awesome. Anybody who's not subscribed, but my X is growing like crazy. So it's like there's people here still, but they're not like, I feel like the new people come in by way of YouTube and the OGs are like on X. My X is growing like crazy. YouTube, man, is just stuck right now. It's like the only way you can capture the YouTube audience is like telling people that XRP is going to $1 million tomorrow, and that'll get you clicks. But I'm not doing that, man. I can't play that game. And Boca, it's all love, bro. But I never would said it's going to $27 last year. It's just outrageous, man. I like XRP, guys, but we got to be realistic here. And it's not the only thing I own either. I think that's what happens. A lot of times people just kind of get married to whatever it is they own. And if they own a lot of it, then they're really married to it. I mean, that's the thing. Who knows what Bitcoin would be in a world where, if we're looking at a $30 XRP, like I would imagine Bitcoin would be at $1 million. Oscar Ramos in the house. What is up? What is up, bro? Everyone thinks some magic man is going to flip some switch for XRP. People like Matt on the Moon, Lambo. Yeah, I mean it's weird, right? Sorry, 285 for TAO this coming week. Oh, I think so too, man. I mean, I think it's going to make another run here. I agree. As long as Bitcoin holds up. And Bitcoin's looking strong, man. It's held up all weekend. I was really curious to see what would happen to Bitcoin this week. I mean, this was a really solid week. We came down from like 67. We just grinded up. Again, though, man, we got to that 74K level. We were on our X Space live stream, which our X Space guys, we do the Crypto Breakfast Club X Spaces every single Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys are following the Crypto Breakfast Club. Come out and hang out with us on X. We've got a great show that we do over there. That's why I don't go live as much, but I did tell you guys I'm going to do more live streams on YouTube now. And so I think this is my second one in like 3 days, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, we did one 4 days ago. All right, so we're doing one here. We're going to try to do at least a few a week, at least like 3 a week. I've got to go live more on YouTube again, especially while the market's down. I've got to do something, man. This traffic is terrible with videos, man. Like nobody wants to see a freaking XRP news video anymore. And I don't blame them. I'm over it too. I'm sick of making them. We got to do some more interesting stuff. So I'm gonna try to switch it up. My X is popping off though because I think we're doing spaces and we're just having a lot of fun over here. And we got a podcast as well that we're posting to as well. So yeah, man, it's a cool brand that we built with the Crypto Breakfast Club. I appreciate everybody who's checking us out over there, and it's been fun, man. It's been fun growing that. Yeah, TAO breakout again. Yeah, man. TAO is looking strong. BTC, Sol, and Hype. That's a good mix. A lot of people don't realize that since 2021, it's pretty much the same people in crypto. No, I agree with you, man. I 100% agree. Yeah, it's a lot of the same money, just cycling in and out. I agree. It really is, man. It's a lot of the same money cycling in and out. Zebek ready to break out. I have no idea. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. I traded it once, man, and I got out of it because that liquidity is just freaking dog shit. It's awful. And Tony, I'm not like fudding your bags, man. It's just I cannot stay in an asset like this with next to no liquidity. It's a $200 million market cap. Where the hell's the liquidity, man? Like really, in all seriousness, where the hell's the liquidity? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up market cap to liquidity ratio and what it's supposed to be, and look where Zebix is. And I'm not saying it's a bad product or bad tech or anything like that. I'm just saying I can't go in heavy as an investor in something with that low of liquidity to market cap. It's too much of a risk. This whole game is already risky. Stream sizes have dropped. Oh, dude, significantly. Hell, when we were talking about Shiba Inu, when everybody was talking about Shiba Inu, who wasn't? One point, man, I had 25,000 people on a live stream at one time. And that was just on YouTube. It was insane. I hope we get that retail focus and interest back. And it's probably going to be one of those assets, one of those type things that do it. Could it be a resurgence of Dogecoin or Pepe or who knows, or something new? But man, that was a wild time to be in crypto. But I'm not banking on something like that happening again. You got to evolve, you got to adapt, you got to change your approach as an investor to stay relevant, man, in this game. You got to reinvent yourself as an investor. You have to. So Who is buying crypto now? The same people. It's not new people. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And we need a wave of new investors. I agree. And I think what happened, if we really think about it and we're really honest with ourselves, a lot of people got wrecked in 2021 because there was a lot of new investors they didn't understand that this wasn't going to last forever. They held the bag in 2022. They held the bag in 2023. They held the bag in 2024. And the altcoin season where everything moves up at once, it never happened again, guys. And I don't think it's going to happen again. In terms of every altcoin moving up together, right? Every altcoin moving up where you can literally throw a dart and hit bullseye. I don't think that time period is upon us anymore. I think that's over. There's too many things out there, man. There's not enough money. There's not enough liquidity in the markets. Now, altcoins will move, but I think more than now, more than ever, you've got to move with this market. You've got to be willing and able to get in and out of different things and move your capital around and honestly own Bitcoin. Own Bitcoin and trade all these altcoins, man. That's it. Like, that's the way, in my opinion. Like, right? Like, make your plays on BitTens or TAO, and like, they could be somewhat longer term holds, but eventually you got to realize those gains because it doesn't last forever. The party comes to a stop. Eventually the party's over with a lot of these altcoins. And that's just the facts. Now, maybe 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, we get some of these altcoins that are really solidified as long-term assets that, most people get behind. And I think the institutional era of crypto, which we're in right now, will eventually show us the way into what's going to be here for the long term. But yeah, man, we're not in the same world we were living in 2020 and 2021. And the money printers were going wild. Everybody was at home. It was the perfect storm. The altcoin market wasn't watered down like it is now. A lot of these altcoins have to fail. A lot of these altcoins got to go the hell away. They got to bleed to nothing or bleed to Bitcoin. And most of them do. Most of them do anyway. Most of these altcoins eventually bleed back to Bitcoin. Because here's the thing, and I've been saying this a lot on my, X Space Crypto Breakfast Club. If you guys don't follow us over there, definitely do so. We've got the Crypto Breakfast Club page. Make sure you guys follow us. We're constantly putting out, podcasts, and make sure you're following me over here too. But I've been saying it a lot, man. These altcoins, if you're not outperforming Bitcoin, why own them? Right? That's the whole thing with altcoins. The only reason you get into an altcoin, in my opinion, is to outperform Bitcoin. And if you're not outperforming Bitcoin, then what are you doing? Why are you in it? Now, I think another thing that happened, obviously, you had some people get liquidated from the market. I think the Trump meme coin brought in a bunch of people, but people then got quickly washed out and wiped out. And the whole Solana meme coin craze was another big extraction event in a lot of ways, wiped people out. And you had people going into the stock market. You had people going into AI. You had people going into prediction markets. You got people trading Pokemon cards. You got people just degenning in sports gambling. I mean, there's so many other ways now outside of NFTs and meme coins to be a degenerate. Let's just be real. And when the odds and everything is stacked against you because of the insider cabals, what happens? You're going to leave. You're going to leave. You're going to go elsewhere. You're going to go gamble somewhere else. And I think that's what happened, man. But I think the next big move for altcoins, in my opinion, are going to be a big move in companies and businesses that are cash flowing, that are actually solid investments. And you're going to actually get TradFi money pouring in here. And I think we already saw it happen with Bitcoin. My big thing is now, what else is next? What are going to be selected now by the institutions? Will it be XRP? Will it be BNB in Asia? Will it be Ethereum? Will we get behind an OG meme coin like Dogecoin? Or is Hyperliquid going to continue to do its thing because it's a cash flowing business and it's like investing in a real company? That's why I love Hyperliquid. They've got a business model that actually spins off cash. They're not just fluff. They're not just here for speculation. A lot of this stuff is just speculation. It is what it is, right? We got to be real with it. We got to be real with ourselves. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? I see a bunch of people in the comments. Share your thoughts down below. Like, why are you in crypto? I'm genuinely curious. Why are you in crypto? What are your goals here? What are you doing? What's your plan? I really want to hear from everybody who's listening. And even if you're on X, drop a comment. I'll try to go in there and read it. But that's something I want to hear from you guys on. Stop bringing up Zebek. Go shill in a Zebek room. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's talking about some guy from earlier. I still have a long-term bag of SHIB. I pulled out my initial and modest profit. The 0.01 SHIB was a fun dream. Yeah, and the only way that was ever going to happen is if they burned a massive amount of the supply, and it just never came to fruition. I don't own any SHIB right now at all, zero. Totally out of it. I own Pepe. It's the only big meme coin that I own. I do own a little bit of some of the newer stuff like SPX 6900. I own a little bit of that, but I'm underwater on both those trades right now. I've successfully traded Pepe in the past. I did really well on it, my first big move, but I'm down on my meme coin stuff, and I'm not buying new meme coins right now. There's no reason for me to double down on these meme coins that got me wrecked. I'm not gonna. Why? Why? I'm not going there. I'll be ready if we get back into a meme coin season. If the timing's right, sure, I'll be ready. I'll take advantage of what the market's giving me. I'm not some Bitcoin maxi that's like going to sit there and say I'm too good, to like I'm a degenerate. I'll gamble on meme coins, but not right now. I'm going to do it in a smart way when the environment's there, right? And so you got to be real with yourself. You got to ask yourself who are you as an investor, and don't try to be somebody you're not. And learn from your mistakes, grow from your mistakes. A lot of people will get wrecked over and over again doing the same damn thing they did before. It's like, dude, you got to change up your approach here. So Crypto Jam said he's got a ton of ICP, but his DCA is at 499. Hold on, let's take a look at BitTensor's pulling back here. BitTensor's pulling back. TAO's pulling back. So you got a ton in there, but your DCA is at 499. In order for me to break even, what would you do? Do I hold out for ICP to hit that level, or do I take my losses and put it in the TAO? So this question, man, is literally a lot of people. I will say this. You've got to answer those questions for yourself. I can't tell you what to do here. But it's not a terrible decision, generally speaking. A lot of people were like, well, I don't want to take a small loss here. Sometimes the better move is to take a small loss, right? And I'll say this. It's easy to want to jump into TAO right now while it's up. I try to be more patient and buy it, during dips. And if you like TAO, though, long term, then that's different. But I can't answer that for you, honestly, man. And I don't want to, because everybody's in a different spot, right? So, what I find helpful for me is if I'm thinking about a question like that, Jam, is get out a piece of paper, write your pros and cons down, and just lay it out there, man. Lay it out there, like what the good, the bad, like what your new goals would be if you make a move like that, right? Etc. Been in the game since 2021. Been holding ADA, Ondo, Link, and Sui. All I'm doing now is buying Bitcoin, my new game plan. Yeah, man. I mean, you've adapted your approach, right? It's tough sitting in these alts and just holding them and round tripping them. I'm super happy that I got out of a lot of my Sui position, because I got in there and it did a big run up and I took them a good amount of profits. Now, I left some in there and I'm round tripping it. I'm round tripping my chain link. I'm round tripping my Ondo. It sucks. But I'm not going to continue to DCA into these things that have underperformed like you, man. I'm going into Bitcoin right now. And, there's this guy on X that keeps, fighting with me. And like, I don't even know why I keep going back and forth, because I'm trying to break into his head. Like, why and what I'm doing. And he's just hard headed. Whatever. I think he's just probably trolling, honestly, but I'm still trying to help him. But anyway, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It's tough to keep going and doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down on things that haven't moved in 4 or 5 years, right? It's tough. And I mean, here's the thing. What if it happens again? What if we go another 3, 4 years and a lot of these altcoins don't perform again? Now what? Right? Now you've been holding these things for 7, 8 years. Big wick down on BitTensor. I might take a little short here, guys. Let's see. Do we take a small little short here? We're breaking down here on BitTensor. Is Bitcoin coming down? Bitcoin's breaking down. All right, so that's why. Big dog's breaking down a little bit. Nothing too crazy yet, but we're breaking down. Let's see here. Maybe we'll take a little play on stream here. We might have to. Let's see here. Should we do some live trading? I don't have a ton in here. It's all in spot. Let's see. Futures. Let's take a look at TAO. Might take a little short-term. A lot of this is going to come back to what happens with Bitcoin here. Oh man, I'm not really prepared to take a move right now on TAO. The question is Bitcoin gonna tumble here? We could also get a nice bounce here too. Could just been a quick little cleanup. BitTensor, we can get up to 50x. We don't have any capital in there. We got to put some capital in there if we even want to take it. It's bouncing now. BitTensor's bouncing. I'm going to watch it for a minute. I'm going to watch it for a second. Oh, we're getting the bounce. Look at that. I've got FOMO. I already gave it, man. I can't own Zebek in large quantities because the liquidity is terrible, man. Just keeping it 100 with you. So TAO came up or came down and cleaned up here at like 271.8, and now we're bouncing. Came down with Bitcoin. Man, they came hunting for me the other day on guys, watch trading small caps. If you trade on small cap plays, man, just be careful. That's why I almost will always now want to go just to the large caps. They came and got me, man. They threw a mean wick up to liquidate me, and then it came right back down. I swear they came and hunted me on a small cap the other day, and I got took to the woodshed trading this small cap. I'm done trading small caps. It's very difficult to do. If you're going to trade small caps, trade them on spot. Don't trade them on leverage. That's my 2 cents. If you're going to trade leverage, it's easier to trade the large caps, man. The Bitcoins, the Solanas, the Ethereums. I think learning Bitcoin's a really good thing to do out of the gate first. All right, what's Bitcoin doing here? Is it struggling again? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. All right, we got to transfer some spot into here. We'll put 70. We'll put a little bit in there. $150. There we go. All right. What's TAO gonna do here? We're gonna come back down and just tap. Let's see here. Leverage will wreck you. I mean, yeah, but like if you do it in a smart way, man, like meme coin trading will wreck you too. I think we're gonna bounce here. We're taking a long here, guys. We're in. Let's see how this goes. We're on a 50x here. I think we're gonna get a good bounce. Just a small little trade here. Come on, clean up. I wanted to get through that 272. I think we're going to pick back up here. And I'm looking to get like back to the top side here, and we might get a double top and come down. I'm looking to bring this back up to like 276 here. As long as Bitcoin continues to grind back up to like that 71.6. We just need to get back up to that 71.6, and I think TAO will outperform it, and we'll go back up a little bit. But I'm on a decent little play here. We'll see. Just to kind of show you guys what I'm looking at. What small cap was it? Oh man, it was like a AI crypto. I don't know. It was like $40 million market cap. I can't remember which one it was, man. But dude, they came and hunted my ass. I know for sure. And that thing should have never had like a mean wick up the way it did. It was so arbitrary. Like they came and got me. They came and got me, man. Because I bet you there wasn't a lot of orders on it. They came and got me. Ah, shit. Bitcoin might be getting stopped out here. Come on, TAO. Push, baby. Fight. If we break down under 272 flat, I'll get out and take my loss. But I think we have a good opportunity to maybe kick up, at least back up and retest this 276. Somewhere up in here. It's fighting. And this is the risk you run trading BitTens or TAO right here. Like obviously it's more violent moves up and down. But you got to be able to watch Bitcoin while you're trading this. So let's pull up the BTC chart. You want to be watching Bitcoin more than anything when you're trading these alts, the top alts. Let's go on the minute chart. Ah, shit. Bitcoin's getting wrecked here. Damn it. Yeah, if you're waiting for an entry, that was a mean wick down. I thought we were going to bounce right here off of these, right? See where we're at? We've kicked up off this. At least getting back to like that 71.6. I'm just trying to get back to that 71.6. Hopefully we don't break down and we kick up. But if you're trying to get into spot TAO, I agree with you, man. You could probably be patient. Ooh, TAO's breaking out. TAO's breaking out regardless. Let's go, baby. We are up 23%. It's only $6 because I'm just showing you guys a small leverage play. But we're on a 50x. You guys can see my trade right here. Now, normally I trade with a little more capital and it's Bitcoin. I don't trade with a lot of altcoins. See, I'm just trying to get back up to that 276 and then we'll scale out a little bit. Probably take about 50% once we get up here, because then we could easily, come up here and break back down, or this is my hope at least, or we break through it and keep going. So is Bitcoin bouncing? It did a little bit. Not a ton though. That was interesting. BitTensor's kind of breaking out on its own a little bit. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's kicking, baby. We're kicking. We are kicking. See, we went with the old look away. Oh, yeah, we're kicking, baby. Come on. Shit, I should have went with a higher... Oh, big wick up. Come on, baby. Breakthrough. Up 42%, guys, on 50x. By the way, this does not happen all the time. It's coming back up on 276. Here we go. Moment of truth. Probably should take a little bit here. Probably should take a little bit here. Yeah, look, it got beat up there. Hold on. New candle. We're going to go run up and try to test it again. We're going to try to test it again. What are you going to do? Come on. What are you going to do? Come on, BitTensor. How's the 5-minute look? Oof. It's a mean wick up. Come on. We're going to try to test the top side there. Liquidation price, if anybody's wondering, is 252.96. Way down here. All right, let's zoom back into the minute chart. Yeah, we didn't quite get to that 276, huh? Not yet. What's Bitcoin doing? Okay, Bitcoin is looking like it wants to kick up. Maybe. We're showing some strength. It's hanging in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not good. It's going to give it all back. Oh, man. Bitcoin's getting wrecked a little bit. Come on, fight. Fight, BitTensor. Yikes. We're almost back down to our entry. This is why you don't play with a lot. Just more or less fun, man. This is how I like to kind of learn, though, because like we're only up $3, $4. Like I'll play with this and just kind of you get to read kind of like how they how they kind of move these charts, man. They try to get you to FOMO in and out of stuff. See, now, mistake made right here. As soon as we didn't show strength and we got started like stopping out before 276, I should have got all the way out there. That's where I made the mistake. Should have got all the way out there. Like I thought we were going to come up and retest it, maybe break through it. I should have taken it all out right there when we couldn't break through it. And you just live with the results. And you take the win. But I didn't. See, that's how emotions get you. And now we got to stay in this thing and wait, and hopefully we kick back up. Which we still can. I mean, if you zoom out on the 15-minute, we still look bullish. I mean, 1 hour still look really bullish. As long as we don't get a big liquidation down to 252 and break this whole structure, then we're still okay. But if you're scalp trading, like, you know, take it there when it gets up to 276, and it's still bullish on the 1 hour, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you zoom out, I mean, the 4 hour looks fantastic too. I mean, shit, look at the daily. That is sexy. You guys think we're going to come up and test 300 bucks at some point here? It's an ugly minute chart, I'll tell you that. We're going to do the old look away. And hopefully, well, Bitcoin's bouncing. We'll do the old look away. All right, let's take a look at what else, anything else happening here. FET, little beta play to BitTens are moving up a little bit. Hold on, guys. I got to take this call. Yeah, guys, I know I was on the phone. That's why. That's why I was muted. I was on the phone. I know you can't hear me. I did not want you to hear me. I was on a phone call. And what the hell's going on with BitTensor? I'm getting phone calls from my business manager. You're muted on your live. Everybody's like, "You're muted. You're muted, you idiot." No. I wanted to be muted, guys. My sister's about to have a baby. So it's, it's kind of private. Even though I just said that. But yeah, I'm trying to get play by play and be live here with you guys and not get wrecked on this trade. So that's what we're doing. How's your Sunday going, guys? Oh man. So we're actually hanging in there on the 15-minute, to be honest with you guys. I mean, that was a mean wick down, but I mean, we're basically at entry. What's Bitcoin doing? Shit, Bitcoin's going up. All right, TAO's going to catch up here. Bitcoin's going up. We got to catch up, right? We're going to get a big catch up here. Come on, TAO. Why the hell? What happened here? What was wrong? What was going on here? We were curling up, man. What the hell happened there? Damn. Shoot. Yo, we got some people, man, hanging out with us. Shout out to everybody listening on X, YouTube, etc. Hit the repost stream button on X, guys. Oh man, we are on BidFi. We're trading on BidFi, guys. This is one of our top places. I like BidFi's setup, man. All right, BitTensor. Let me see one of them God candles and just wipe it all out here. Just rip to 280. Show me something, baby. Show me something. Rip up to 280 like, nobody's business here. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, the hourly still looks bullish. This is the hour. I mean, we had a pullback from roughly 270 all the way down to 254, and then we ripped. So you're heading to Marco Island tonight, bro? That's awesome. The snook in, man. You know about it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, bro. What's going on? Not gonna happen. Yeah, the snook in, man. It's a lovely place, isn't it? It's a lovely place. That's dope, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, man. Probably perfect weather there right now. I spent a lot of time down there too, bro. Let me know, man. We should link up at one of these points. I'm going there in June. I'll be there for a while. Hopefully it won't be too hot, but I'll be there in June, bro. Yeah, we got a spot in Marco. It is a dope place. I can't decide if I like it more than Key West or not, though. I mean, it's a different vibe, but man, I just went to Key West recently. Key West is just one of a kind, bro. One of a kind. Oh man, I kind of want to get out of this trade, guys, and just eat $5 and just I don't know, man. This ain't looking good. I should have I screwed up. I should have took the profits when I could. But Bitcoin's showing strength. All right, hold on. I got another phone call. Hang in there. We're going to do the look away. Or actually, we'll do the look on. We'll do the look on here. All right. I'll be right back. We're back, guys. I know I was muted. I was getting more text. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. What's Bitcoin doing? Bro, those were the days when Volt and Saitama actually those were wild times, man. What's up with the Clarity Act? What's your thoughts? It's just a mess, bro. It's a mess, man. The Clarity Act, it was brutal, man. It was brutal to see like what these big banks are. I don't know, man. I honestly don't have any strong opinions about it. I think on one hand, it'd be obviously good. Do I think we really need it per se? Not really. I mean, does Bitcoin need the Clarity Act? I don't think Bitcoin really needs it. It's more like the other stuff more than anything. I think it would solidify some of the other things, but I don't think really Bitcoin needs the Clarity Act. Like for what? Why does Bitcoin need the Clarity Act? It's already looked at as a commodity. And I feel like Ethereum is too, considering it has an ETF. To me, the clarity is like if they're filing and getting ETFs, then there's clarity, right? I don't know. This whole stablecoin yield thing is, I mean, it makes a lot of sense why the big banks don't want it because they know, man, it's wrecking them. It's hitting them where it hurts. Because if you can go ahead and use a DeFi protocol or put your money into USDC and earn more than the banks are giving you, of course they're not going to like that, man. I mean, it ruins their entire business model. Why the hell would you keep your money in the bank? I mean, we're kind of already at that point, like, especially with the smaller banks that don't give you any kind of yield. Why the hell would you want to keep your money? Here we go, baby. Come on, BitTenzer. Break it out. Why the hell would you want to keep your money in a non-yield bearing savings account? Like it's, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just like, it's kind of brutal. Yeah, well, I mean, the whole Saitama thing, you know, I didn't know how bad it was going to get, but you guys remember, I mean, I went to that Vegas event and came back and said I'm out. I'm getting out. And people shame me for it, but I mean, I took profits on it, and then obviously we saw what came out years later or whatever. But it was just weird to me. It just being there in person, man. I just got that feeling. My spidey senses went up, and I was like, I don't trust any of this, man. No volume. Who's this guy? Who the heck's this guy? N Newts. Get a life, bro. Yeah, we were pretty early to SHIB, pretty early to Saitama, and one of the only people like saying actually like take your damn profits. Everybody else was saying let's go to the moon, let's go to the moon. And I mean, listen, nobody's perfect. I mean, we've missed trades. I mean, shit, I've lost in crypto, won in crypto. Everybody's gonna lose and win, man. Nobody's perfect. Remember, the Federal Reserve has never been audited, and that is what we're fighting. Guys, honest question, is it me or does anyone else think Ripple's playing their XRP holders? I've got a fair bit invested in it, and I'm starting to have my doubts. Well, I mean, do you have realistic expectations, or were you listening to people who said it was going to $100 by the end of 2025? Like, what's your goal? I mean, what are you trying to get out of XRP? Are you trying to become a multi-gazillionaire overnight? Because that's not going to happen. These people are asinine. But what worries me is stable coins, man, more than anything. Stable coins worries me more than anything because, come on, baby. Breakout. Here comes a little breakout. BitTenzer wants to run, guys. I think when we get back up to this high 275, I think I'm just going to take it. But the stablecoin stuff worries me, right? Because why wouldn't we do cross-border settlements with stablecoins? Why would we use an asset that goes up and down in value? To me, that I do struggle with that. I think Ripple's big play should be at tokenization, to be honest. I think Ripple's big play should be at tokenization and not so much cross-border payments. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but that's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Ugh. I mean, realistic with XRP for me, like when we get back into a better environment, a really good environment, like $7 to $10. I could see that just on pure speculation. Because people love it. I get all that. I mean, I traded it when it went from 50 cents to $3. I just traded it. I did pretty well with it. And I took a lot of profits. And people were like, "Oh, you're an idiot. It's going to, I don't really care. I'll take the 5 to 6x win. I don't care what asset it is. I don't get married to the logo or I don't care. That's just the way I look at altcoins these days, man. And eventually my opinions will change maybe when, maybe my opinions will change at some point when, we get more clarity with like what all these things are, and are the big banks going to be actually using it? Are they actually going to be using, this chain or that chain to build these rail, all of that stuff right now, though, is just speculation. And so because of that, like, it's fine. We could still make money on it, but I'm not going to sit there and own it and hold it forever. The only thing I'm sitting there owning and holding for the next 10 years right now that I can tell you with confidence is Bitcoin. In the crypto market, that's it, man. That's literally it. And there's still a lot of time left. The verdict's still out, right? There's still a lot of time left to kind of see, how this is all going to play out too. So I've been really engaged in the stock market as well recently, so I can't stand the stuff. Yeah. Like just, it's going to the moon and $1,000 and it all changes on March 27th. Everything changes March 27th for XRP. It'll be $100 per coin on March 27th at 460 when the sun sets in the west, XRP will be a gazillion dollar market cap. I don't know, man. It's just wild. The 4 hour still looks bullish, bro. They just flipped the switch. We are now moving away completely from the SWIFT system. The banking committee has completely unfolded and laid over, and they are giving it all over to the XRP army. So if you own 100 XRP, you too will become a gazillionaire. I should make some videos like that. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm going to write that down. Parody videos. I need to start making some crypto parody videos. I think I'd be good at it. I'm going to make myself a note. I'm going to make myself a note. Yeah, why not, right? Let's have some fun with it. There's a magical switch that will be flipped. And if you own 100 XRP, your life is about to change. Maybe I'll make one today for you. All right, guys, I'm going to jump. Actually, maybe I'm going to make one of those. I'm going to go make one of those. I like it. I'm going to go do that. Has to be 1,000 XRP. Yeah, 1,000 XRP. I like it. Let's have fun with it. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure you guys subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Peace.